Hi everyone, it's Mike. In today's video, I want to show you how good Google's NotebookLM is at understanding terms and conditions. It takes that dull, boring text most of us don't want to read or simply ignore and turns it into an informative and interesting topic, which can be downloaded, listened to, and saved for another time. By the way, I recently did an introduction video on Google's NotebookLM. The video is titled NotebookLM AI Research Assistant, where I explained how to use it. I'll add a link into the description. It's definitely worth a watch if you want your mind blown. A YouTube channel I helped set up in August 2023 recently reached 4,000 hours of watch time, which is a great achievement. It has taken a lot of hard work and thousands of hours of filming wildlife, birds, and animals in various national parks and campsites in Botswana, Zimbabwe, and South Africa. The YouTube channel is Wilkinson's World, and it belongs to my parents. If you're into storytelling, self-drive safaris, 4x4s, camping, or just curious about all the birds and wildlife, especially the big five, go and check them out. They also have a wonderful website full of photos of all the adventures around the world. I'll leave a link to both their website and the YouTube channel in the description below. Here's a look at their YouTube Studio, the back-end tool they use to manage their videos on YouTube. On the dashboard page, you can see there is a new achievement, and next to it, you can see ideas for you, where YouTube talks about becoming a YouTube partner sooner. Big news! Now you can access fan funding and select shopping features earlier in your journey. If you click on earnings, we can see memberships, supers, and shopping, and a button to apply now. If you click on earn, you see earn on YouTube, step 1 not started, review based terms. Read these terms carefully as these apply to your participation in the YouTube Partner Program. Okay, start. And now I see a whole bunch of terms and there's lots of links of each of these paragraphs. But of course, this is like going into a rabbit hole of detailed information. And there's a lot of information that is simply over my head as I'm no legal expert. And YouTube knows that, which is why there are so many links on their pages. Plus, check out the frustration. If I click on one of these links, it takes me into the page, which is great. And as you can see, there's even more links, blue links to other pages. But if I want to go back to that policy page, it goes and takes me right back to the earn page. And now I have to go through the whole process again of applying and clicking on the start button. And this is what leads most people to simply scroll to the bottom and check the box I accept the terms and then click on the button. Are you one of those people? I am guilty of doing this a lot and it's not great. And this is where Google's Notebook LM comes to the rescue. To use Google's Notebook, one needs to click on Create New. And now it's asking for a source. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to that page and copy everything from the top. Understand the terms. And I'm going to copy until on their behalf. Control C. And then I'm going to go to the Untitled Notebook. And in the source, I'm going to select copied text. And I'm going to paste that text in and click Insert. Now you can see the pasted text is there. And it's given me a little summary of whatever's written in that source guide. And there is the source guide and all the different terms that were on that page. And you can see there's some key topics, which is great. It's broken it all down into nice and easy terms to understand. Now, I'm also going to go and click on some of these links and open those pages up. So looking at a lot of these links, there's a lot of duplication in here, and in actual fact, it's not many policies that you need to look at. Well, not many links, I should say. The main one is the YouTube channel monetization policy. So I'm going to open this link in a new tab. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy that URL and I'm going to go back to NotebookLM, and in the source area here, I'm going to add a new one, and this time I'm going to select website and I'm going to paste in the URL and then insert. Now there are two links as sources, and if I click on this link, it will also break it down into nice topics and it's easy to read. Now, there's a lot of features in Google's Notebook LM that you can potentially use. And I described all of this in that video that I mentioned earlier. But just briefly, you can see you can click on these different note options. So you can have up to 10 different note options. And a useful one is FAQ. So if you generate an FAQ, it's going to generate a note with all the questions and answers that you could possibly want. So here it is. And if I click on it, you can see what are the key documents, how is my revenue on YouTube calculated, and these are all the types of questions that you would probably want to know the answer to. So there, you've got it right there in a summarized format. You've also got a study guide, and there's other things that you can use here. But the main thing that I want to show you though is this audio overview. So I'm going to go ahead and generate the audio overview. And what that is, it's an audio, it's two AI bots that are now experts in the two sources that I've included in this notebook. One was the original terms or this base terms, and the other is that monetization page. And they are going to be experts in those two pages. So now, instead of me going and reading through all of this information on this page and clicking through all the different links and everything, Google's Notebook LM have all that information in their knowledge base. And I am now able to go and ask questions if I wanted to, or as I said, read the study guide or read the FAQ or find a timeline. But the best part of all is that the audio overview is going to give me a 20 or 25-minute podcast where these two AI bots talk frankly about the two documents that I've added to the source. And it's not just the terms and conditions. They're actually telling you how you can make money in YouTube, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, or everything, all the pros and cons and everything that you need to know as a YouTube creator. And that's where it's just mind-blowing what this can do, because just by bypassing the policies and whatnot that you see on this page, you are not gleaming all that information from YouTube. You wouldn't know. So you've accepted the terms, and now you spend hours and hours and hours creating new content, and you wonder why you're not making any money. And it's because you're doing something wrong, and it's because you didn't follow or read or listen to the advice that they gave when they posted all this information. And that's where Google LM really comes into its own. And here is the audio. It's created a 20-minute, 46-second podcast of these two AI bots talking about the monetization policy and the pasted text that I put in.
All right, strap in, everyone, because today we are diving deep, deep into the wild world of YouTube monetization policies.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking specifically at the partner program terms that you sent over and those channel monetization policies
Right.
that everyone sees.
You might be thinking, wait, do I need to go to law school to run a YouTube channel?
Right.
But honestly, these documents are a lot more interesting than they seem at first glance.
Yeah, surprise.
They're basically the roadmap to success for anyone who is looking to turn their YouTube passion or their hobby or whatever it is into an actual paycheck.
Exactly. And I think a lot of creators, when they first start out, it's not about I want to make money.
No.
It's really about the passion and the creating, but knowing the rules of the game, so to speak. I mean, that can make all the difference.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. And these policies lay out.
And They go into a lot of detail, but in simple, easy to understand terms. And that's the best part of this Notebook LM, is that the content that they're talking about, it's so easy to engage and understand what they're talking about, and it just makes a lot of sense. Now, the great thing is you can download the podcast. You can also speed up the voice, and I can also share this podcast with the public. So what I will do is I will put a link in the description, and it'll be there for you to listen to. But it's just a brilliant way of understanding all the detail in that particular page without having to go and read all of it. Now, there's nothing stopping you from reading all of it, because here is the actual source guide of all the different terms and different links and pages and whatnot that were in those pages. And the thing is, each of these have their own links as well. So I can click on any one of those little sub text, and it actually opens up here in the middle of the screen, and it's going to give me references to the various pages. And if I want to go and then look up further information, I can. I can click on one of these little reference numbers, and it'll open up the exact location that was on a page somewhere. And the great thing is that everything is here on this page. And even on this page, if I wanted to ask a question, I can just simply go down here in the prompt, and I can ask a question of the YouTube page or the pasted text. It's that good. So yes, that's how you use Google Notebook LM for a terms and condition page, especially if you want to break it down into simple English terms. This tool is just so useful. I'll leave the video there. If you can give me a thumbs up, that would be much appreciated. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It really does help the algorithm get my video out to as many people as possible. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.